Yo, so coming into London right now. Not fully sure where price is going to head. I like to use this I like to use the initial balance as a bit of a scalp somewhere. So I don't know. Looking at the 15 minute, I would expect price to possibly head up to here today. Went around here, just like a bit of a trend up, head up. Maybe you get a reaction off that. I mean, so in the short term, for the initial hour, where do you think we're going to be heading? I have no clue until the market develops. Ideally, because we've had such a big wick there, I'm not sure. It could coming down and take. If it takes this, I'm going to look for a long. If it takes these imbalances here, I'm going to look for a short. If this is in the first hour, but to cover that, it's got to go 10 pips, which is not a ridiculous amount. I mean, in these that one with news, so that's ridiculous. But yeah, in these first opening ranges, I mean, you can get anywhere from like yeah, it's nearly 20 pips out. You know what I mean? So you've got your 10 pip swing down and then swing back the other way. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. Obviously, on the RSI, it's the only indicator I use really. The RSI, and I only use it for these opening moments because it gets oversold and it's took liquidity, and it's a sign that it could hold. But also, if I come to a zone, I sometimes use it in trading. I'll show you a quick example. Yeah, where it oversold here. So it entered like a bit of an oversold bit here. Like I use it with Phantom. So it entered an oversold bit here on the 15 minute, and it had also entered like it just tapped into a 4 hour zone. So for me, I'm like, well, I wonder if this is then going to hold. You know what I mean? Because we always follow order flow structurally. I follow it from the weekly to the daily to the 4 hourly, then to the 15, and then to the one to confirm, as learnt in Phantom FX. But yeah, so that's really like it just entered the oversold. Could have really got in there. Well, I couldn't have got in because there were no really entry model for me to get in. But yeah, like another one here, oversold, just tapped into. This was in my daily initial balance, oversold, just tapped into here. Had a rocket of a day. Yeah, looking at this, it has oversold a little bit, so I can't really use the daily range sometimes, all the time. I like to use the daily range a lot. But today doesn't look the best, you know what I mean? Unless we're trending up, quick sweep of liquidity, then trend back up into this. Or it takes that and I get a quick scalp. Like I say, I'm not really looking at anything for that. So looking at the euro, that's probably the same, you know what I mean? That might actually get us through that liquidity, but you look okay, it's not really trending up, is it? But you could say that it's entered a bit of a squeeze, but then you look at that and that is trending up. Because sometimes Euro and VU do correlate. So when this is now trying to trend up, and that is like, it's a bit undecided. It could be because that's going to actually trend up. Like my initial thought for today is it is going to eventually go up. So I don't know. Yeah, if it sweeps that in the next few minutes, I might actually look for a long on that and try and take out this high. But yeah, I'm not fully certain that you've got to wait for the market to develop uh, and see what happens. Just look at that. It's like we've done a lot of it. What's that there? What's that man? That's the previous daily low, so that could actually get swept and then reversed. But we'll see. Oh. So as you can see, GU seems to have started to move up more than. There you go. What's happening here? To resolve. Yeah, so yeah, as you can see, it's starting to move up. GU looks like it's going to be the more promising for a bit of a scalp today. I'm hoping it's going to take these imbalances here, boom, 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 push up, get to that around, cover that around half past. Bit of a short back. I'm going to try and take 2R out of it, and then possibly just keep going up for the day. Yeah, because if we look, like, this is not really how I learn how to trade. This is kind of my own little thing that I've been doing. This is my own little thing. Like, if you see in the first hour of the day, we always get little swings and stuff, you know what I mean? And I basically just try and catch a swing, but it's extremely hard, you know what I mean? It's not you're not just gonna be able to think, all right, so I'll just do this and catch a swing. It's a bit You know what I mean? You're going to lose money because you've got to wait for certain things to happen and like liquidity to be taken, interacting with points of interest. So you do need a foundational basis of trading to be able to do this. It's not like, oh, I'll just jump on and look for a swing at first hour because you'll be like, oh, I'll probably send it there, probably send it there. And it's like, where do I put my stop? You know what I mean? So this one yesterday, there were two imbalances on the 15 minute. I entered here. That was the first imbalance. That wick covered the first imbalance and it traded up and took the other one. But luckily, put my stop just above that one. Come down for a 2 hour trade. You know what I mean? It's things like that. Ooh, so it touched into this now, but it's on a quarter past though. Hmm. Hmm. That's a big push though. That is a big push. Hmm. Yeah, that could be the swing early. It's tapped into this. It's had a bit of a been tight. It's liquidity to be fair. I'm gonna go up. I don't know. I don't think this is the move, though. I don't think this is the move. I think this is a bit of a. It could be the move. It could be the move. I wanted this full thing to get taken, though. So if this works out and that ends up going down, then I'm happy with that. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too bothered about that. So, mm, could have took a quick scalp on that, couldn't I? But nah, I wouldn't have done. I wouldn't have done in that. So as soon as it broke that level, could have covered that. Not with that having quick 1 to 1. Nah, I wouldn't have took it anyway. I would have target got low 2 to 1. 3 pip stop loss. I mean, that could be the move, but I just can't see it. That's a bit of an impulse. That is a bit of an impulse. So could have very well been the move, but I'm going to let it adapt, see what happens. Because this indicator I use here, I only use the RSI and this indicator, obviously my fair value gaps and stuff. Um, but yeah, I only use these because like that's the opening balance. That's the opening balance at 8 o'clock. That could be the high, and there's a 70% chance it's going to end up being rejected. So, if that's going to be your opening balance, then that forms a high within the first half an hour, then there's always a good chance that that's going to end up getting rejected. So, that ends up getting taken out. So, this really could have actually been the swing. It's looking pretty fucking promising, but I just didn't expect it to happen so soon. It's an early one, so we will see. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to rush into any trades at all yet. It's not really within my plan to do this, to do so. Like I said, the euro, that's storming down. Like the euro, I want it to take that, which it is just about to take that in. So, see what happens with that, eh? CGU was not monitoring. It's not got anything, you know what I mean? It's not took any points of structure. I'd want to see it break that. Like I say, I want to see it break that. It's not really. Or just trade into this here. That's a bit of a 15-minute demand. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Could trade into here. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, coming into the other soul on the outside. Coming to other soul again. So that would be my play today. So I take that. Okay, so I take that. I'm gonna look for longs on this now once this gets taken. It's fannying about. Target that high. What's it look like on the fucking 5 minute? Right, so it's not taking it, which sometimes this does happen. I mean, it could just be spooking you out. So, I mean, this is not. See what I mean? They both work in unison. I mean, if that goes up now and takes that out, I'm not going to be. I'm not going to be stressed about it because it is what it is. You know what I mean? It could actually be, but I'm hoping it's just going to be a bit of a fake out. You know what I mean? If anyone else uses this strategy, oh my god, he didn't take it though, did he? Ah man, I wanted it to just sweep that. You know what I mean? Surely it's going to come back and sweep it. Hmm. Sorry, it moved quite a bit, didn't it? Just moved quite impulsively. You bagger. Oh, well, can't be angry. Cannot be angry. That'd have been 1-1. That if I'd have entered near the. Oh, that'd have been, yeah. You can't be angry though, you know what I mean? This is trading. This is trading. Makes you want to fucking absolutely annihilate yourself. But yeah, I wanted that to be swept. You know what I mean? It just didn't. I wonder if should we check any other brokers, see if it did on any other broker. I can imagine it might have done on another one. What am I with? FXCM. Um, another one. Cracking. See. No. Oh, wonder. Let's have a look. Mm. No, it doesn't on that one either. Hmm. But yeah. So we'll see if it does actually come back to be swept. But yeah, I mean, I could have got a quick 1% trade there. So there we go. There we go. It's been a bit erratic, this, to be fair, for me. No news, is there? Thursday, no news. There's news in half an hour, but unemployment rate's not massive news, is it? Yellow folder. Well, it looks like it's probably going to red bearish for today. I just really wanted that to be swept. If that had been swept, that would have been my confirmation. Like, yep, it's swept and we're coming here. I know it had tapped into like this. I mean, could he really used that as my? What? Yeah, could have really used that as my point of interest. Could have used that as a point of interest. The 15 minutes. Some of it is a bit my own fault. But I just want to see it get swept. I mean, that's my main thing. I like to see things get swept. Um, But if I do target that, and if I do put this trade on, 103, it's still a 5 pip stop loss. It's still a 5 pips. Still 5 pips. I'm still going to get a decent return. Uh, so just take it, put it on here. Might just put it on. Right, I've put that on. I'm going with the momentum of the market. I'm going with the momentum of the market today. Turns it around here. What did I say? Well, 1038. Yeah. So I've just entered the momentum of the market at 308 up, just so you know I'm not bull crapping. There we go. 405 up at the moment. Let's see how this goes. Obviously, now looking back in hindsight, could have gotten a bit earlier, but I was looking at, I could have waited for that to be swept in fair and then gone into this. So yeah, I didn't have to have the old zone to be swept because it had a lot of liquidity in this leg to be taken. So yeah, see how it goes. But yeah, so I'm hoping now this is going to be the low of the day. It's going to be the low of the range, sorry, and it's going to carry on and probably take this high out. Hopefully. It's now coming back. Yeah, we'll just see how this progresses over the next few minutes. Yeah. Well, that's my trade for today. I'm probably not going to bore you too much because I don't really know how to video edit, so I'll have to learn that and try and chop this down so it's not boring. I probably could. Nah, I'm gonna leave it on. Actually, I'll leave it on. See if we get to the take profit. I'll see when I close it out, so you can see that I'm not just chatting. But that was this here. What I put on is my account. Is my phase two account, and I am 5% down on it. Well, when I first got funded, I passed my phase two in like in about 5 minutes. I think it was. I passed him like it was crazy because I've been learning trading for ages, and I'd only really bought like 3 or 4 challenges anyway. I think no, I bought a challenge when I first learned about it because I thought, yeah, I'll do that, and then I realised I couldn't trade, and then I think I bought a 25 grand one. I bought 50 grand and 25 grand, and they were the only two I bought. And then I bought a 10 grand one, just thinking, well, if I can pass one, I can pass another. So that's basically what I did. I did that and I passed. It was funny because I was working in Australia at the time. Like I was in this dingy little motel room. Yeah, this dingy little motel room. Like I'm having to get in from work on a night. I'm like drinking beers. I'm like trading. Like I'm trying to eat because obviously when I was in Australia, London open at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'd get home from work at 4:30, laptop straight on, crack open a beer, lads be having a barbecue. I'd be having a barbecue with guys and that, and it'd just be like, it'd just be. I can remember just like passing, like, yeah. But yeah, basically, when I came back, I was like, yeah, I got this, just smashed this account, and yeah, I did it in like 8 trading days, I think. I passed it like really quick. I was doing like 8% trades and that. I was just smashing it, but yeah, funny times. And yeah, funny times, but yeah, it did actually set me with a bit of false confidence. Like this time, I was like, oh yeah, I'm just not gonna. It's not going to take me long to pass five at all. And for some reason, it's every time I seem to pass a challenge or whatever, I just forget how to trade. I forget my system. I forget my rules. I think it fills you with a bit of bravado. You're like, yeah, I know what I'm doing now. This is a piece of piss. I'm going to absolutely hammer this. Well, yeah, that's not the case. That's not the case. But yeah, as you can see, this trade absolutely rifling. It's at a grand, just about a grand on the profit marker for me at the moment. Like I love this opening balance. I love this opening balance day. Like you can't beat it. You can't beat it because you're getting a lot of volume in the market. You can be like, what have I been in this trade for? Like, I've been in this trade for like 9 minutes. 9 minutes, and I'm over 1% up. You know what I mean? I could just close this out now. I'm just going to monitor GU. Yeah, GU was the same, but this the thing was for GU. I didn't have any confirmation. You know what I mean? Didn't have any sweep, anything. You know what I mean? That trade actually nearly did it as well. If I'd just gone for a 2-1 on that would have been it. But yeah, like I say, um, like I say, that didn't take anything. It didn't tap into a demand. It didn't do anything. You know what I mean? But then at the same time, I could have been like, well, that's probably going to go because GU's gone because the move the same. You know what I mean? The move pretty much the same. And yeah. So yeah, still 1.1% up. I could close this down actually because I've been in a bit of drawdown lately. Like I wouldn't like this to go to nothing, but I'm probably not going to let it go to nothing. It's not going to happen. I'm just hoping it is going to take out this high. You know what I mean? If it takes out that high, that'll be a really good trade for me. What will that be? If we take out that high with commission in that, that's going to be 2.8%. Yeah, obviously I've just hit this FEG, so I'm going to expect a bit of a reaction. So, I mean, this is like when you look at this, it's like, wow, how do you decipher this? How do you decipher this? Really, really hard. It's a really, really hard thing to do. But as you can see, uh, with GU, I was expecting GU to trend up, but then that didn't give any confirmation. But then this one did, which is why I think I know a lot of people focus on one pair, but it's good to look at both pairs. You know what I mean? Because that didn't give me any confirmation apart from just entering in here. So yeah, just monitoring this. Yeah, you've had a bit of a pullback now. I'm hoping that doesn't. Hoping that's not the swing. I'm hoping that's not the swing. Mm. So I think the thing with this opening range is it is a bit obviously volatile. You've got to make decisions fast. I could have just took that as a 1% trade, and probably I might do if this has any more of a pullback. I'm going to let it get too deep. I'm definitely not going to take a loss on this. There's no way I'm taking a loss on it. I mean, that has tapped into that, but I'm expecting. I mean, we've got half an hour left of the opening range. It's got to cover 10 pips. I don't think it's going to happen. But we're going to monitor it. We're going to monitor it. That's all we can do as traders, monitor what's happening. Like, if I had the initial pull, the swing, I want to target this high. That'd be great. That'd be great to my challenge. That'd pull me firmly back in. Obviously, with these FPGs, you're bound to get a bit of a reaction. Like I say, if it comes anywhere near break even, I'm just closing the trade out. I'm not messing around. So we'll see. Just a waiting game now. This is why this first hour is actually really, really important. Oh, we could have a bit of a, could have had a bit of a thing here. I don't think so though. You know, I just don't think so. Like the 4 hour wait. Yeah. Looks like a bit of selling is coming into the market. Like, just put me on the screen here. Nope, there we go. Lions come back in. Obviously, within the first hour, you always get a bit of a shakeout, like they'll force down and then it'll come back up. So there we go, back at 1%. Just hanging about at this bit. I'm hoping we're going to get another push up. This music is sick. I don't know if I can put like any kind of music on, because I don't want to get in trouble. Get my video took off YouTube or whatever. Come on, bro. Come on. The only problem with this first hour, like, I like to set and forget, you know what I mean? Set my trades and I walk away from them because I end up having to analyze them too much. But yeah, we're pulling too low. Ah, you bugger. Alright, if this gets broken, I think I'll have to close it out. Let's go back to 3 minutes. Because 1 minute's built shot, you know what I mean? 1 minute's built shot out. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Don't do this to me. Don't do it. Keep going. Keep going. Because I'm hoping that's got to be my swing, you know what I mean? It's took that liquidity. It's coming to a zone. It's just going to keep going up for the day, you know what I mean? That's my hope. A dream. GU's a bit of a breather, aren't you? I mean, it's just built that boom, boom. They're entitled to a breather. Well, I'm just hoping it's going to take that out. I really could do with a good 2.8% trade. I have had a bit of a nightmare the past few days. Should have entered it at the beginning, shouldn't I? Should have really entered it at the beginning. Come on, you've got 20 minutes for, you know what I mean? That's your low form first. That's definitely your low form first. That could be the high form first. And then if it breaks below that, if it breaks below this, that's it. That means that your high has been formed first. Come on. It's coming back. It's coming back. It's coming back. Oh, there we go. Right, 1.2% up now. Come on. Explode through this. Explode through it. You know, I mean, you always get these little breaks and they make you question yourself. Am I doing the right thing? Is this correct? Well, you know what I mean? So obviously, like I say, I'm 1,200p. I'm like just like a working lad. I'm not really making much money from trading at the moment. I'm just trying to get funded and pass these challenges and stuff. So you're getting things like this and it's crazy, you know what I mean? I mean, you know what I mean? I'm looking at 1,300 and it's like, well, that could just go to zero. You know what I mean? I'm just a working class guy, just learn how to trade in my own spare time. Like go to work. I used to go to work, get in, spend a bit of time with my wife and that, so I weren't neglecting her. Try and do some training as well. Well, I used to train in the morning a lot before work. I used to get up at like 4:30, go to work, get back, spend time with the wife, and then I'd be up for hours learning how to trade after she went to bed. Luckily she goes to sleep early, but yeah, I'd just be up for like 1 in the morning. I used to get up at 4, just was knackered. I proper burnt myself out. Even recently, when I was living in Australia, we had a bit of a nightmare. We had a bit of a nightmare of a job where we had to travel long hours to get there. And yeah, we were going to the gym before there. We're getting up at 3:30 in the morning, going to the gym. Yeah, just a hard life. And then I was getting in at like 6, and I was living with this guy, lucky enough, to put me up. He put me up because my company wouldn't pay for a hotel for me, and he put me up. And yeah, his wife was like making us dinner and the stuff, and then I'd try and trade for an hour on a night, and it was just really hard to try and progress anywhere. And then I come back to England and managed to pass 100k within the first few days. So that was pretty cool. Pretty cool. So yeah, trade's still at 1% up. I'm not going to close it out just yet. I don't think you're going to get a reversal anytime soon. You just obviously on the 1 minute, you just trended up and then tap into this. Maybe pull back to you and then go further up again. I'm really hoping this high is going to get taken out. I can't be certain though. I can't be certain. I am going to move this to break even now. So, oh sorry, you can't even see that on screen, can you? But yeah, basically I've just moved the thing to break even. I'm not going to take a loss on this trade. I might actually close this stream down in a minute and I might close this out in a minute and then just go for a little walk around. I'm hoping it's just going to keep trending upwards. It's for me, obviously, demand's held in over 15. But this push up failed to break that high. That's the only thing I'm worried about. But then on GU, it looks like it's trending upwards. But my overall thing for the day, my overall bias for the day is that it's going to come up to here. So I really could run this trade up to here, but I think I'll be happy with 2.8%. So yeah, I'm going to see what happens here. Go up, go up, go up. But yeah, like I say, that Asley hasn't swept that, it's held. So yeah, that could be a good indication that that's going to fail. Maybe I didn't want last week like I originally wanted. Trading's just adjusting in the moment and seeing how you go. But yeah, right. Well, I'm going to shut down for the day. Obviously, I'm 1% up at the moment, so I have finished 1% up already. Then you can go back and check this. Thursday, the 12th September. Here we are.